better known, we have the debris field. That's how they found the Titanic. Apparently, if you follow Joe's debris field very far, you end up with a Renault and then another one. And then the other one. So we have quite the debris field today. Now, we're working on Hector's bearing, front bearing. And all is not lost because I expected this. But this is usually what happens when you have a bad bearing. I don't know how good a focus that is. I don't think Hector would have went 100 miles or maybe 50 miles before this would have gave out completely. This bearing is completely kaput. I mean, it looks like somebody drove it in water and sat it in water. So there's a fix for that. So I've got the snap ring off, and I also cut into this bearing because everything's done by Joe's hands. Nobody touches Hector's car except Joe right now. So what we're going to do is take a chisel, and since the snap ring has been removed from the opposite side, there's the snap ring, we're going to take a chisel, or a series of chisels, along with my vice grip holding the chisel so I don't whack my hand off, and we're going to punch that in. We're going to punch it in. And then after this bearing comes out, or case comes out, then we're going to attack this. Well, this bearing actually will, if I just pry it off with a screwdriver, it goes that way. That's not a problem. The only problem we have is the existing race that's going to be there. And that's not a problem either because I've got the handy Dremel. And what the Dremel does is you take it and you cut a diagonal line there, and then you crack the race, and then it pops off again with a screwdriver. So everything can be done without the machine shop. Everything can be done in your backyard. There's going to be debris everywhere. As long as you have a few handy tools, you got the big mallet, you've got extra punches, you got the chisel ready, and a Dremel is always good to have with about 1,000 bits. So we shall proceed, and then we'll get this fancy new bearing placed in this housing, and hopefully I'll be done in about an hour, hopefully. And then all the debris will be installed back in Hector's car, so that Hector can drive it to New Jersey without having to call me and say, I only got 50 miles from your house, I gotta come back. Well, hopefully that won't happen, at least on the right side.